Alright, so first of all, I'm really excited for coming out today. I just want to thank y'all for coming out because it means a lot to us because we put a lot of work into this and just to see at least some of y'all just come out really warms our heart to come praise God. And honestly, it's a Saturday night, a lot of y'all can be doing whatever y'all want to do. We're here at a church, about to praise Jesus. So, without further ado, sorry. That's good. So before we start the night off, again, I just want to say thank you guys for coming out. And before we start, I just really want to ask you guys to just really open your hearts and be open to this Bible study. Because, all of us, we're all the same age as well. So, the things we say, they may not register to y'all, but just to be open to what we say. And before we start, I invite my brother to lead the open prayer.
Father, Son, and Spirit. Thank you, God, for giving us this opportunity to be here today. Like Michael said, we have a lot of things on our plates. We have finals, exams. But thank you for giving us just an opportunity just to be here with each other and in your presence. I know there are a lot of things right now that are going on in our lives. Family problems or issues with our friends, but thank you for setting this time, this 1 hour, this 2 hours, just to be here in your presence and praise your name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
So as many of you guys know, this month is the month of Thanksgiving. And really, if you look back at the whole year, everything we've gone through this year, we've all grown so much from January 1st up until today. And just sometimes we forget about the small things we have in life, and we forget to say thank you to God. So for this next song, this very first song, I just want you guys to just close your eyes and just reflect on all the things that God's given you. And I want you guys to say thank you to God. I want you guys to say, God, I love you. Because how many times in this day, how many times throughout this week have you said thank you, God, for just anything? How many times have you actually took the time to just stop and say, God, I love you? Probably not too many, right? Same goes for us, and I'm pretty sure I speak for the rest of the band too. We get so caught up in school, and we get so caught up in our social lives and everything that we just forget to just stop what we're doing, take a step back in our life, and just say, God, thank you for everything you're doing for us. So this next song, there's lyrics on the screens, and I just invite you guys to sing it. If you know it, to sing it with all your heart, because tonight is a night of praise. Tonight we're giving thanks to God. Thanking Him for everything He's given us because He has done so much for us. Amen?
Amen.
Amen. So without further ado, amen.
Your love is the
your prayers for other people on this, God. God, you have given me so much that I could ever ask for. And God, I just feel like sometimes there's no way I can ever repay you, God. Nothing in this world that I do could ever pay you back for the things you have given me, God. And God, I thank you for that. God, I love you for that. You see, God, there's so many reasons to love you, but sometimes I forget. And truthfully, God, I really do forget. God, I get so busy with school and my family problems and my friend problems and social status, just everything, God. I get so caught up in this world. I forget of all the things you have given us, God. I forget about all those reasons you have given us to be thankful, all the reasons you have given us to live. So God, for this next song, I really sing out to you. I sing out to all those things you've given us. I sing for these 10,000 reasons.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul, worship His holy
beautiful is everything you've given us, God. Just how beautiful is your name. And God, I just want to speak about this one song that really came to my heart. It's Psalm 42, right? And basically, what this song is saying is, like a deer we pant for the water, God. Just like how we long for you, God. Right now, in this day and this age, we long for you, God. We need you more than ever. Because, like I said earlier, there's so many things on this earth that just tempt us and just pull us away from you, God. Right now, more than ever, we need you, God. We need you. So, God, for this next song, we lift up our cross to you, God. We cry for your name. We long for your name.
There's a hiding place
So what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Good. That didn't sound good. How y'all doing? Thank you. That makes me feel a lot better. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into our talk. So for this one, if you guys haven't realized it, it's the month of Thanksgiving. Yeah. So basically, when we're deciding about passage for this month and what to say, we're really. I'm not gonna use this mic. So basically, when we're trying to find out about what verse for this month, we were really having trouble because it was really hard to find a verse about just being thankful to God. But just like 3 days ago, I stumbled upon this passage about this person named Hannah. It's the first book of Samuel, chapter 1, and it's like the first 20, 30 verses. And honestly, I've never in my life ever heard of this person named Hannah before. I've never heard the story, let alone knew that she even existed in the Bible. But basically, Jimmy right here is about to read us a little short passage about it, but the actual thing is really long, so we're not going to kill you guys because we don't want to go any more lectures. A lot of us in college, and lectures aren't the move. But basically, so what happens is, this is a girl named Hannah, right? And she's married to this man, and this man has 2 wives. It's Hannah and this other dude, or this other woman. It's a woman. Right. But basically, what happens is, the other woman is very fruitful, so she has a lot of kids, and she has, she can have a lot of kids. And Hannah, on the other hand, was cursed to not have any kids at all. In fact, actually, her womb was actually closed by God Himself. So basically, as the year goes by, the other wife just gives Hannah so much stress and so much pain and so much sorrow just because she can't have a kid. She literally makes fun of her. And that really relates to all of us because there are a lot of things that we as people cannot do. There's take me for example. If you guys know me, if you guys know my brother is super hilarious and he's super good at basketball. And honestly, all this time, I pray to God, God, just let me be just give me a little, just let me be like him just a little bit. Because I'll get so much, he'll make fun of me all the time. But I'll be able to play basketball as well as he did, and I'll be as funny as he was. I was pray to him. And just like Hannah did, she got so sick of it, so sick and tired that she prayed to God endlessly. Actually, in fact, in the Bible, in the verse it says, she prayed so much that when a priest came in, she actually thought she was drunk because she was just mouthing the words. She wasn't saying anything. But then she said, no, I'm not drunk. I'm just praying to God because I really want a kid. So then this priest told her, yeah, no, just keep praying. Everything's going to be okay. And sure enough, the next day she got pregnant. And she had a kid. And the thing that hit me the most is in verse 1 of chapter 7, verse 11, she actually, before she actually got pregnant, she said, God, I promised you, if you could give me a kid, I will give it right back to you. And sure enough, that's what she did. So when she gave birth to this kid, the first thing she did after she weaned him, she went to the temple and she offered it right back to God. So now I'm just going to invite Jimmy to come over here and really just read the actual gospel to you. So you guys want to look it up on your phones and your technology, or if you guys have Bibles, come else to use. Open to 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 20 to 28.
When Elkanah had relations with his wife Hannah, the Lord remembered her. She conceived, and at the end of her term bore a son whom she called Samuel. So she had asked the Lord for him. The next time her husband Elkanah was going over the rest of the household to offer the customary sacrifice to the Lord and to fulfill his vows, Hannah did not know, explained to her husband, once the child is born, I will take him to appear before the Lord and to remain there forever. I will offer him as a perpetual Nazarite. Her husband Elkanah answered her, Do what you think best. Wait until you have weaned her. Only may the Lord bring your resolve to fulfillment. And so she remained at home and nursed her son until she had weaned him. Once he was weaned, she brought him up with her, along with a 3-year-old bull and a flour and a skin of wine, and presented him at the temple of the Lord and child. After the boy's father had sacrificed a young bull, Hannah, his mother, approached Eli and said, "Pardon my Lord. As you live, my Lord, I am the woman who stood near you here, praying to the Lord. I prayed for this child, and the Lord granted my request. Now I, in turn, give him to the Lord. As long as he lives, he shall be dedicated to the Lord." Word of the Lord.
Alright, so I'm gonna just take a seat with y'all because I've been on my feet all day. I know that was a weird noise. I'm sorry about that, I'm sorry. But it's like I said earlier, this month is the month of Thanksgiving. Woo, what do you do? But, I just want to ask you guys a question, just a rhetorical question, you guys don't have to answer this, but how come, if I feel like just in our generation, not just our generation, but just everyone in general, how come I feel like we're only thankful for the things we have this one time a year? Like, have you guys thought about that? Like before this, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, it's just, kind of just like, you're just going through life, you're just going through the motions, you're just living in the moment. And suddenly Thanksgiving and Christmas come around like, oh man, I'm so thankful for my family, I'm so thankful for everything that God's given me. What did you do? Like, praise the Lord Jesus Christ. It's November, it's Thanksgiving. How come it has to be like that? I mean, seriously, I'm not gonna lie, I'm the same way. Like up until these last couple of years, when a lot of things have been going through my mind and a lot of things have happened to me, I've been the same way. I wait the whole year until that third Thursday of November to say thank you, God, for everything you've done for me. And then I post some cute little picture on Instagram to get some likes. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm so thankful for my family. Yeah, look at this. Hey, this is my family right here. You feel me? But how come we can't do that all the time? See, if you look in the Bible, Thanksgiving is not just one specific day. Thanksgiving is actually a word that occurs throughout the whole Bible. If you look from, from Adam and Eve and Moses into the book of Psalms, and then just even to the end of the book of Revelations, Thanksgiving is a key part of life, a key part of just God. So why do we give thanks? I mean, the easiest question, the easiest answer to that is because God gave His life for us. I mean, God gave us life. He gave us a purpose to live. See, like Thanksgiving isn't just, Thanksgiving it's not hard to do. It's like I said a while ago. Just take some time out of your life to just say, God, thank you. Thank you for the things you've given us. Thank you for everything you've given us. And I actually wrote this down, but there's 4 things that make every prayer, not every prayer, I'm going to say this. This Thanksgiving, I want you guys to just focus on 4 key things, all right? So the first thing is to count your blessings and to reflect on all the things God's given you. It's like I said, we get so caught up in the moment and so caught up in life that we forget to say thank you for God to things. Say thank you to God for the things He's given us. We take a lot of things for granted. We take our friends, our family for granted. And should we even take these small things like having healthy hands, or having healthy feet, or having a healthy body, not being sick. We take all these things for granted because it's so normal. We just think it's like, oh yeah, we feel like we should have it all the time. But really it's not. It's a gift from God. And then the second thing is to remember those who are less fortunate than us. And I honestly think this is a really big part because, we right now, we're living pretty good. We have a roof over our heads, we have free food back there, thank you, man, by the way, for the free food. But it's really important to just remember the people that don't have as much as we do. And a lot of you are probably asking like, oh, what does this have to do with
being thankful, being, just thanking God. Well, I mean, just think about it. When you think about those who don't have as much as you kind of look back at your life and you're like, man, I really do have a lot. Because easily like that, I could be the other dude outside sitting on the street right now because it's really cold and really hungry and really poor. And the third thing I want to bring up kind of relates to the second one. Is to not compare what you have to, compare the things you have to what other people have. Never compare yourself to anything that someone else has or someone else is. And that's really a big part because I think social media right now really plays a big part of that in our lives. Because, we see these people on social media that they're living a life, they have money, they have cars, and then you see these people that are really pretty, and you see guys that are like really buff and really, all this stuff, right? And then you kind of just look at it and you're like, man, well, how come I can't be like that? But honestly, one of the band members actually said this quote to me. It really stood out to me. It just, how do you go just compare? It really hit me. So it had to be something. It said, when you compare two things, you kind of lose true value of thing. Who said it? Ryan said, you said it, right? There it is. Comparison is a thief of joy. My man. But yeah, I just really, when you compare two things, that's a thief of joy because when you start comparing your life to other people's lives, you're never going to be happy. You're going to feel like you never have enough. You're always going to want more and more. And that's crazy because some people in this life actually spend their whole life trying to reach these things that they can never achieve. And they never stop to just look in the moment and just think, man, I really do have it all. I really got it made. And that kind of brings me to my last point. That is to live in the moment and appreciate all the little things God has given us. See, it's the little things that matter, like I said earlier. It's the little things that matter in life that you really just take for granted. And whenever those things get taken away from you, you're just like, man. I remember when I had that thing and just life was so easy. I mean, for me, like just this week, I sprained my thumb playing flag football, and I just remember this whole week I was like, oh my gosh, I miss having a healthy thumb. It's just those little things that you take for granted. Just like, dang, you never think about it. But let's bring it to another scale. Let's bring it up a notch, all right? Let's bring it to your parents, to your loved ones. You take them for granted, and just like that, life happens and they die. I mean, for me personally, just this last month, my old basketball manager, who I loved her, died. Carson, out of nowhere. That's just crazy. You see, there's so many things that we just take for granted. That's our loved ones especially. And I really want to emphasize our parents. See, because life is crazy. I'll tell you guys that right now. Life is crazy. You never know what's going to happen. And just like that, anything can happen and they can be gone. So right now, I just want to invite my brother, Ryan, to give a little testimony about this, because I think he knows the situation far better than anyone I know. And, I really just want you guys, before he speaks, to really just listen to the words he says. And really just be open-minded to what he says, because his words, they really matter. So, turn this around.
I've told the story like 1,000 times already, and still difficult to go through. But like Michael said, like my life is crazy. Next thing you know, like one of your parents or family members or really anyone important in your life will go. And if you don't know me or my family, my dad committed suicide 4 years ago. And I really didn't see it coming. Like, it was like, I guess at the time I was 14 and I was still learning about the world and I didn't really understand everything. And just like was naive of the signs that I look back on now that really we say why, yeah, I see why, he did that. But yeah, it was just really out of nowhere. Like looking back on it now, it's just like how much I took my dad and his love and his work and for granted. Just like everything he literally woke up like 4 a.m. every day just to put food on the table for my family. Just like stuff like that, it's like he came over here with the goal to give me and my brothers the American dream. And I just wanted to, like, looking back on it now, it's just like I wanted to make that dream come true. And like living here now, it's just like I am living the dream, Like, most of our parents, don't really get to grow up how we grew up and live, like, with food over our heads, shelter, a roof over our heads, and like shelter, food, everything. And that's something that, as a kid, I'd always forget. Just growing up now, 19 years old, finally realizing, at least a little bit of the world now that your parents, wow, it's just like, they really give up everything for you. And it's like, we didn't know other gift that they could give that is really, should be special to them. And I just hope that, if you have a relationship that's not as well with your parents right now, life goes on, and you just gotta work through that relationship, because you just gotta look through it all. Like, they really sacrificed for it all for us. And
So I know that was a lot to take in for time. Really, as I think what Brian's really trying to say is just appreciate the things you have. Because so fast life can take things away from you like that. The people you love and the people you think are going to be in your life forever can easily just go away. So I don't want this to be just something that's really just a Debbie Downer for you. I don't want this to make you guys really sad, but I want you guys to just really just use this to think about the things you have in life. Just be thankful for the things you have. Just be thankful for the ground you sit on, and for the roof over your head, and for the food you ate earlier, and for the people all around you, for everything. Thank God. So before we end this and go on to our next activity, I just want to leave you guys with one thing that I kind of just created on my own. I got inspired from the 5-finger prayer for Pope Francis. I don't know how many of you guys heard of that, but I kind of made my own rendition of it. So I want you guys all to look at your hand right now. You have 5 fingers. Each of your 5 fingers represents something to be thankful for, something to pray for. The first is your thumb. So your thumb is the closest finger to you, and at the same time, it's the strongest finger to you. It's the finger that holds everything, and without it, your hands couldn't function. And this represents your parents and your closest ones and your loved ones, because they are your support. They're your foundation. They're the strongest ones that keep you together in life. They hold on to you when you feel like you're falling. And at the same time, they're the closest one to you. So they're always there for you whenever you need it. The second finger is your pointer finger. The pointer finger represents all the people that lead the way in life. They guide you through everything in life. So that's like the priest, the pope, your mayors, your governor, your teachers, just all your teachers, anyone that teaches you in life. Be thankful for them, because they're the ones that show you the way. The third finger is your middle finger. And while the middle finger does have a lot of good connotations, the third finger, your middle finger, is the tallest finger. And that represents all your role models. It's all the people that you look up to, because without them, you would have no goals, you would have no standards to set yourself to. Without these role models, you would no longer achieve to strive for anything in life. You would no longer strive to be great, because there's nothing to look up to. The fourth finger is your ring finger. And if you guys didn't know, your ring finger is the weakest finger on your whole hand. On its own, it cannot do anything. And that represents just all the struggles in life. And yeah, we ask, why do we have to be thankful for our struggles? Why do we be thankful for the times when we're at our weakest and at our lowest? It's because without those moments in our lives, we would no longer be, we would not be the person we are today. It's those weaknesses that strengthen us. I know it sounds really cliche, but it's the truth. And finally, the last and final finger is the pinky. See, the pinky tends to get left out of a lot of things. And it's usually the last finger, and it's the smallest finger. And this represents all the small things in life. And I'm going to emphasize that the rest of the night is the smallest things in life. So I really hope that, just as we go on to tonight, and we just go on through life, if you forget about what you're thankful for, you forget just all the things God has given you, just look at your hands and just start praying over each finger. So, God's name may be praised. Did I say it right here? All right. So, God be praised. So right now, what we're going to do is go on to our next activity. So what we're going to do, we're going to have each of the band members, we split into 3 groups. So what we're going to do, we're going to count you guys off, and we're going to get into small groups. We're going to answer these quick discussion questions. So the first question says, easy, who is somebody you're grateful for? Who is the one person that has inspired you the most? Who is the one person that you love the most and you care about the most? 2, what is it? Okay, never mind.
Your parents' shoes. What?
Yeah, okay, so, the second one is, if you were in your parents' shoes, now you know what, Brianna, can you just read it? I can't find it.
Okay, so the first one is, what relationship are you most grateful for? Second question is, if you were in your parents' shoes, would you make the same sacrifices they made for you? And the third one is, are you grateful for the life you have now?
Thank you. So just, when we break out to groups, if you guys forgot this question, this cover, you forgot for myself, just ask the group leaders and they'll give you, to help you. And then at the end of that, we're just gonna talk really fast, but at the end, the most important part of tonight is I want you guys to just write one letter to the person that means the most to you. Whether it be your parent, whether it be your brother, your sister, your best friend, I just want you guys to write one letter to that person because you never know what can happen from here until tomorrow. So I want you guys to just write a letter and just really be honest about it. And even with these questions, be completely honest. So just some quick guidelines before we do this. One, please be respectful for the people that are sharing. There's a lot of people when we break down to groups. It's gonna be, you're gonna be with people you don't know, you may not know. So just be open and just be, just be respectful to what the guys say, because this may be the first time speaking in front of people about these things. So please be respectful. Second, whatever is said in the circle or your group stays in your group. Do not bring this outside of these doors. Do not bring it outside of that circle. And third, and last but not least, just be open to whatever your group leaders have to say. Be open to what other people have to say. I think it's a really big part because, you're never going to be able to find true beauty in God. You're never going to find your answer unless you kind of just open up and kind of just say things. So, one more big rule. Please try not to offer advice to anyone unless they ask for advice, because sometimes people may not want to hear advice. You know what I'm saying? So just if they ask for advice, then by all means help them out. But if they don't want advice, then just talk to them afterwards, or come meet them afterwards, and just talk to them about it just privately. So we have 2 groups. So right now we're on 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What? Oh my
Just
gosh.
speak number off by speaking.
Yeah, you know what? Y'all do that, bro. Y'all count yourselves off, man. I tried. I really tried.
2.